How different is the therapy? I mean, I see all the different equipment here and such, and I know I want to think a certain something.
Well, hello. What?
Doing an interview.
It's Thursday. You know what that means. What a great day to be alive on a Thursday night in Cochise County, Arizona. What's going on, everyone? It's me, Eric Z, and this is Cochise County Veteran-Owned Business Thursday at 5. Now, this might look a little different considering the background is my garage, but that's okay. Reason being, my interviews this week, 2 interviews, ran a little long, so I'm splitting them up on 2 for my channel, YouTube, at _Eric Z, ERIKZ. So I'm splitting them up in 2 parts so that you can enjoy them in your entirety. The first one is going to be with Josh. He owns Semper Fitness Training, and it's an amazing video. We did it on site, took care of it there. I really think you're going to like it. So please follow along with me as we go ahead and go to the tape and check out Josh at Semper Fitness Training. Marine veteran, better watch yourself. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And we are at a brand new business on site because the best way for you to understand what a business is all about is to know what you're getting into. So today we are at Semper Fitness Training and we are here with Josh, but I don't want to spoil everything. So I'm going to let him introduce himself real quick and let us know where he's from.
Hi, thank you so much. My name is Joshua Delahaye. I run Semper Fitness Training. It is a pre and post physical therapy rehab setup. So the studio here, we focus on trying to help with corrective exercises, things to bring people from getting ready for physical therapy, or if they've just finished physical therapy, a lot of times there's a break in the continuity from trying to get them back to being ready for work, ready for performance, ready for whatever that may be. And my studio is kind of that in between to make sure that they're able to transition into what they need to do.
Okay. Where are you originally from?
So I grew up in South Florida, and then joined the Marine Corps 2 weeks after 9/11.
Okay.
And then from there, kind of bounced around a little bit all over the place, and Fort Huachuca was my last assignment.
What were some of the places you were near and around?
Was in Okinawa, Japan for a few years, South Korea, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I was at the UN in Geneva, Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
Did 2 tours in Afghanistan, and then spent some time up in Quantico, Virginia for a while.
Now, was something like this your specialty in the Marines, or was it something else altogether?
No, I actually did counterintelligence in the Marine Corps. So a big switch from this, but one of the collateral duties that I ended up having, I was asked early in my career if I could help someone with finishing their PT test or to do better on it. And it just kind of started a little bit of a spark from early on that, hey, this is a lot of fun. This is something that I enjoy, even though it was so far from what I was doing in my day job for the Marine Corps.
And is that what eventually brought you to Fort Huachuca?
The military did.
Right.
And then I separated in 2016. I was a single parent, and that's not always the most conducive to military life. And so I made the choice to stay with my daughter. And then her and I have made this our home since 2010, actually.
Oh, very nice. So you did all that stuff. You eventually came around here. You planned it here. And you've been here since 2010,
Correct.
But you didn't get out till 2016.
Yes.
So during this entire time, what were some of the things you were doing prior to bringing up this business, or was this the main idea when 2016 finally rolled around and you retired or got out?
Yeah, when I finished 2016, opened up the opportunity to go to school. So I served for a little bit. I did, kind of little odds and ends, working at local gyms around the area, just building up my background, building up the career. I did my undergrad in kinesiology and biomechanics, learning how the body moves, how everything kind of functions. That little nursery rhyme, the knee bone connected to the ankle bone kind of a thing, really plays quite a role. And then from there, I went to grad school, focused on strength and conditioning and exercise science to kind of hone in some of those things and be able to apply it to an actual training program.
How long is something like that for? If someone wanted to go into that field and follow that same blueprint you did, how long is something like that?
It was 4 years in undergrad and then 2 years in grad school. So kind of a 6-year basis. And then in between that and concurrent to that, I was also doing certifications for working with tactical populations, working as a trainer, working as a strength and conditioning specialist, different things to kind of help with building up the kind of the repertoire of things that I do.
Okay. What brought you to establishing your own business?
I did things differently. I worked in a lot of different gyms. I bounced around with the different areas, and there was always kind of a different exchange back and forth. And I really wasn't worried about trying to make someone super, super strong or super fat. I wanted to help people that had issues, a shoulder surgery, a knee surgery, a hip surgery. And I ended up kind of being drawn to a lot of the veteran populations because there's a lot of ailments from people that are separating. And that just kind of started kind of a passion to work with populations that needed a little bit of stuff.
Okay. Is this, you said OT, trying to get you back into shape, trying to help you with your conditioning, therapy and such. Does this fall under the plan as if people get referred from medical or whatever? Are you working that same line?
Yes. I have a good partnership with a lot of the local physical therapy clinics around town. So they'll refer them to me if the protocol stands for 12 sessions. And you get finished and you're like, you know what, I'm not really finished. A lot of the physical therapies will send them over to me and we'll kind of keep going where they left off. I'm a kinesiologist by trade, so I kind of take a lot of those physical therapy tenets that they have started with and continue them on to get them ready for whatever that might be, back to work, back to school, back to life.
All right. How different is a therapy? I mean, I see all the different equipment here and such, and I know I want to think a certain something.
A few moments later.
All right, we just had a brief interrupt, but that's all right. That just means the door's always open and people are always coming in to check out what's going on over here at Semper Fitness. So when we left off, I was pointing out the equipment that is here, what you would normally see at a gym, wherever you go, wherever you visit, whatever you do. But because of what you work in, I would want to think that people would take it a little bit different. Do you have them do everything different, or is like a way so that they're not overexerting themselves and stuff like that?
So the way it starts out, if you come in, one of the first things that we do is do kind of a personality interview to see what it is are your focus, your goals, what things you're actually interested in, and what the purpose of coming in. Our first session is going to be a gait analysis. We're going to see how you move. You and I are not going to move the same way, even if we do the exact same exercises.
Right.
So I want to understand the gait analysis. I want to see how you move, what sorts of positions are more difficult for you, what's easier, where you have strengths, where you have opportunities to kind of help build up some of the different ways that you move and the ways that you interact with the space. So we'll do assessments based on how you balance, how you stand, how you move, how you squat, hinge, things like that to get a better understanding and set a good foundation for developing your personalized program.
Okay. Now I know, and like I just found out this morning, you were down the way, but you have now moved a little bit closer to Sung Creations over at 175 East Fry.
Correct.
Same strip mall.
Yeah.
Just a little down, a little different.
Yeah. So I was in a just under a 900 square foot space, and I moved to a 1,500 square foot space. Over the last 18 months of being over there, I kind of outgrew the space, outgrew the facility,
right.
And found an opportunity here to get a little bit more space and open up some different things this summer. I hoping to do some small group sessions to allow couples, groups, 2s, 3s, maybe even 4s, now that we have a big central area where we can do that safely and efficiently with multiple people instead of just the standard one-on-one.
Okay. Because of what you do, are you a open or regular gym type of hours, or is it something different?
Yeah, it's by appointment.
Okay.
So due to the nature of how we're set up, there's not an open gym kind of style. Everything is by the hour, by the appointment, so we can have the individual sessions and give you the time that you're looking for.
Okay. Well, I see a lot of stuff out here, and I have to ask, if you don't mind, can we take a look at some of the equipment out here so people can know exactly what they should expect to see when we're here?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. We're going to go ahead and check it out, and we will be back that quick. All right. We're going to go ahead and take a tour, and Josh is going to show us some of the pieces, some of the equipment, some of the things you can expect while you're here.
So the way I have the gym set up, primarily you have your upper body going to be on the right side, you have your lower body going to be on the left side, and there's kind of some fundamental pieces that we can integrate for a little bit of both, but that's the essential flow of the gym itself. We start out with TRX, just a training and resistance exercise, an opportunity to kind of stretch, move the body, get some function in some of the joints, and we'll move into a concept 2 piece where you're just using the rower, building up that cardiovascular system, giving you an opportunity to get the heart rate up, kind of warm you up depending on what we have going for the day. We have some traditional bench press, plate rack, and then I have a unilateral bench exercise, which the pieces work independently. So we can really identify different strengths, maybe on one side of the body or another. Everything is adjustable and movable, so we can custom fit everything to the individual. You're not forced to be in one particular piece. Move it down into a shoulder press, which is a bilateral shoulder press mixed with a lateral raise. Again, multifunctionality. We can kind of use this for various different things for the individual. We've got a lat pull down with a low row down here at the bottom. Again, working on that posterior chain. Then we move into a stretching area.
Okay.
Opportunity for different movements. We do a lot of the assessments, seeing like from a quadruped, from that all fours position, laying on your back, just seeing where some of the strengths are throughout the body itself.
Okay.
Moving around, we have some accessories in the corner right in front of our leg press. So here again, another dual purpose piece. It can be a leg press here or a quick adjustment, and we can turn this into a hack squat. So again, we're manipulating the best that we can, get the most out of the equipment for the space. Moving into our leg press and leg extension and leg curl. Again, making the most of the space. The dumbbells that we have go from 3 to 100, and then the kettlebells will go from 5 up to 72, just giving the most opportunity for wherever the strengths and weaknesses are for the individual.
Okay.
We've got a lot of specialty bars. No one size fits all kind of a thing. So we have stuff based on people that have squat issues with the shoulders, with the wrists, with the different mobilities. It gives us an opportunity to really address everything that we're trying to do without feeling like we're restrained to any particular item.
Okay.
The traditional squat rack, everyone's favorite pull-ups, especially with that Marine Corps background. I got to make sure I have a spot for pull-ups.
Right.
Squat rack, which can be multifunctional. The last exercise we were doing the other day had a Bulgarian split squat, so we were using this as a bracing pad. It's great for a bunch of different exercises. And then the center space, as I said, we just moved in here, but we will have a sled that we'll be adding to this just to provide some more opportunities for individuals, kind of work on some of that cardiovascular and that power production.
When people come in here and they come in here for their treatment, what do you say some of the common things that they come in here for?
I have a lot of people that come in with knee and hip issues. Shoulders seem to be a huge factor as well, whether it's prior surgeries, injuries from the military. I work a lot on joint correction, joint stability, and joint strengthening.
And when they come in here and they do their therapy training, do you also provide them any added extra information just so if they want to do something at home or how to change things up or anything of that nature?
Yes. So like I said, we do that gait assessment. So we figure out where things are for the individual. I have a significant number of clients who work off of my app as well. I work through a True Coach program, which gives them an opportunity to do exercises at home, whether that be stretching, if they want to get additional days in the gym at another location, or just an opportunity to focus on some things to kind of hone in some of the skills that we worked on here in the gym.
Okay. Do you, not only with the gym, but do you, have you ever been, has your gym, once I get there, have you ever been to any events to promote your gym, like in any, I dare to say vendor events or anything that would be going on at the park, any exhibitions or anything of that nature?
We were a sponsor for the Sierra Vista golf course for a recent tournament that they had. We're looking to diversify and open up some of our opportunities and sponsorship things throughout the city throughout this year.
Okay. Do you, besides any therapy type appointments here, do you provide any other type of events or anything here, or anything special?
I'm dual-hatted, so I'm also the state director for the National Strength and Conditioning Association. So we do a lot of events throughout Arizona. The Semper Fitness is one of the kind of foundational sponsors for different things that we do. We're trying to expand and strengthen the strength and conditioning community and the personal training community throughout Arizona. So we end up doing a lot up in the Phoenix area.
Okay. Do you have any short, long-term goals set out for the future of Semper Fitness?
We are growing. We are developing. We have a lot of different things coming up. We're looking to expand into our own individual app instead of working off something else down in the future. We're also, like I said, looking to expand into some small group sessions throughout the summer, and then potentially looking to bring somebody on to kind of help with facilitating all the needs and all the people that have come in looking for additional assistance and training.
All right. Any last thoughts?
I love this community. Sierra Vista has been home since 2010, so we're coming up on 15 and a half years. I never expected to be an Arizonian transplant, but it has truly become a home, one that my daughter and I have loved and enjoyed being here, and we hope to be here for quite a while longer. Nobody
ever is expected. I'm from Indiana, near Chicago and Gary. You know, we didn't expect it either, but yet here we are. Yeah. And it's a great community. Everybody sticks together and helps out one another. And what you're providing is amazing to help individuals get back into their form. So I just want to thank you very much for taking part of the show. Definitely check out Josh if you have any ailments, anything of that nature, or if you just have questions, come on out. If you're not able to see it, definitely check out the outside so at least you know what you're walking up to, so you know exactly where you're at, right next to CSUN Creations, Semper Fitness Training. And how can they get a hold of you? Multiple different means. We have
www.semperfitnesstraining.com. We also have a voice call for 520-221-7735, or you can email the business at joshua.delahaye@semperfitnesstraining.com.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.